All right, I'd like to call the town council meeting to order. If you can please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilman Marker will now read the names of any police officers that have been murdered since our last meeting.
Officer Jason Roscoe of the North Los Angeles, let me turn it back off here. Of the North Las Vegas Police Department, Nevada, end of watch, Tuesday, February 4th, cause of death, gunfire. Police Officer Jimmy R. Labonte of the Roswell Police Department, Georgia, end of watch, February 7th, 2025, cause of death, gunfire.
We have an opening prayer.
Let's pray. Dear Lord, we ask you to be with these leaders as they look to lead the city into the town into the future. We ask you to guide them in their decisions. Help us to remember that decisions are hard, and there are people that are unhappy on both sides. So we just ask that you let us all disagree in a cordial, peaceful manner. Lord, we ask you to be with the officers' families that were fallen in duty. Lord, we ask you to give them comfort and peace. Wrap them up in your love and your grace. Continue to be with us all. Continue to be with all the community. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor.
Would we have the roll call, please?
Councilmember James Marker,
Present.
Councilmember Larry Dowler,
Present.
Council President Rick Reisa,
Present.
Councilmember Melissa Ratner. Present. Councilmember Tony Thompson.
Each member's received a copy of the February 4th minutes. What's the pleasure of the council?
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The motion carries. We have the claims, please.
Claims totaling $854,509.74.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The motion carries. Could we have the announcements, please?
We have two announcements this evening. First one, there will be a redevelopment meeting on Tuesday, February 25th at 6:45 p.m. There will be a study session at 6:30 and one will follow if necessary. Announcement number two, the next town council meeting will be on Tuesday, March 4th at 7 p.m. There will be a study session at 6:30 and one will follow if necessary.
Thank you. We have any reports, Public Works?
No report.
Police?
No report.
Fire? All right, there are no other reports. This time we'll take public comment on any agenda items. If anybody has a comment or a question on something on the agenda before we vote on it, and I'll be with the time to ask about that. All right, we'll go straight to new business. Mr. Bowler, you have the first item.
We have a change order from Gatlin Plumbing and Heating. This is in regard to the Wood Street storm sewer improvements. This change order has been reviewed by our town engineer and they've approved it. The original contract amount for that project was $795,000. Change order number one is for $57,243.20, bringing the total contract up to $852,243.20. I make a motion that we approve change order number one.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The motion carries. Mr. Marker, you have the next item.
Yes, sir. Clerk treasurer has 2022 checks, which must be written off the books in 2025. There's a total amount of $1,974.42. These are checks that haven't been cashed. And I'd like to make a motion, author us to write these checks off for 2022.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The motion carries. Next item, Ms. Robbins.
I have the 2024-2 CCMG Road Resurfacing Project Recommendation Letter. This is for the second phase of Main Street from the railroad tracks from Lafayette to the railroad tracks by Wiggs. This is from BF&S. They've received the construction bids for the project. They found Reith Riley Construction Company to be the lowest responsible and responsive bidder with an actual low bid of $548,435.50. And make a motion that we approve the notice of award and authorize Town Council President to sign this.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The motion carries. The last item is the public hearing on Popeyes. Mr. Estrada, would you like to update us on anything?
So, as the town council's aware, we've been having some issues with the Popeyes located on Ridge Road in Klein. We've been in discussions with representatives, and a representative was in attendance last month and gave a brief, introduced herself, and we've continued to discuss the issues. There's been a little bit break in communication, but we do have a representative, the VP of the business who owns this Popeyes, and he's here to present and have an informal discussion. I would ask for a continuance of the public hearing, but allow him to kind of discuss some of the things that he has done informally, but continue the matter another month so we could hopefully have good discussions and good movement to rectify these issues. But he's assured me he's has a breakdown of everything that's been done, and there's been some drastic measures.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hear from you first, and then we'll move on to continuance possibly.
Thank you very much for allowing me to speak. Thank you. My name is Mira.
If you could come up here, that'd be great. Place for your papers too.
Get sworn in? No. Okay. Usually I'm on the other side. I am the chair of my plan commission for my town, so I understand the process completely. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak. I won't take too much of your time. My name is Mir Ali. I'm the Vice President of Operations for Popeyes here in the Midwest Division, operating a couple hundred restaurants. And we got the packet last time, and first of all, I want to start off with saying that it is not your responsibility or the police department's to manage the issues at our restaurants. It is ours, and we own it 100%. Once this was brought to our attention, I personally got involved. I did speak with Attorney Estrada here on a conference call. We took some extreme drastic measures immediately after being notified. We found that in the voluminous packet that was sent to us, the problem makers were two individuals, and they've been terminated. Two managers, Deshaun Johnson and Ryan Franklin. We found out the instances were 11 times out of the calls made was involving Ryan Franklin, and 10 of them also involved Deshaun Johnson, and both have been terminated. And from my understanding, there has been no calls, or maybe two. One was for an inspection, and one was a custom-related call, but nothing involving our staff or those kind of issues that have happened since December 16th. So we're definitely heading in the wrong direction, right direction, sorry. Also, we implemented a program and a hotline that is posted in all our restaurants. We learned our lesson that they call RHR directly for any issues, conflict resolution. We had a training class, and I will provide all the information, the signed documents and so forth as discovery to you guys and to Mr. Estrada when called upon, and anti-harassment policies, and all the employees and team members have been fully trained on this course, which I do have a copy of the course, which I will leave with council on my way out. We want to be a good member of the community. This is not how we operate. I want to treat it like an isolated incident, and we want to make sure that going forward, that anything like this never happens again. It doesn't make us look good, and it really takes away from the police force and the resources that the city has to offer, because we don't expect that to happen, or you guys being the babysitter for our business. Plain and simple. It's us, and we fixed it. I assure you, my staff is here, my Director of Operations, Regina Sees, two of my senior DMs above restaurant leaders. We fired the management staff. You will see one of their faces in the restaurant until that restaurant is fully gutted. We've hired brand-new staff, and this is a public hearing, so please, if you know somebody that's looking for jobs, send them my way. I will personally interview them, and they will have a job. We want to support the community in any way we can. That's how we thrive. That's, our bread and butter. These are the people that we serve. And on behalf of Popeyes, I sincerely want to apologize for this incident for the past year that's happened. We own it, and it's not going to happen again.
Okay, very good. My concern is, this is part A. Part B, and I'm not sure if you're aware of it, there is, I guess, to have, put it in proper terms, there's been less than desirable cleanliness in operations for food preparation and serving. Are you aware of the multitude of complaints from the Lake County Health Department?
Yes, sir, and I've spoken with Ruth. She's the inspector for this facility. I've spoken with her. We're gonna voluntarily, the biggest concerns was the tile. We inherited this restaurant. We acquired it about a couple of years ago from another franchisee. And yes, we have a 5-year term that, we have to do a remodel on it, which is gonna be coming up soon. So you'll see a beautiful building soon, once I get the remodel plans and our contracts, flushed through. But immediately, I've put together a plan to address these concerns. I'm gonna be in town for the next 2 days. I left her a message, as a matter of fact, last night, saying that, hey, I am in town, I'd love to walk the facility with you. We're gonna voluntarily close next week at 8 PM, overnight jobs. I've got a full maintenance crew coming on board. We're gonna replace all the kitchen tiles, the FRP on the walls, and really get a nice deep clean to the store. I was just at the location. I walked it with my entire maintenance team, and the contract's already been signed, the check's been paid. The work will be done next week.
Okay, that's a very, very serious problem.
It's not
And
going
it's
to
not,
be.
you know,
I-
we're
I-
not involved in the health inspections. However, I personally would have a hard time voting yes to renew a license for a business that is less than
I will
desirable.
get the health department's blessings before I leave. I've got the plan in place, and next week I'm gonna make sure that she comes and walks the restaurant with my directors and with my above restaurant team to ensure that it is up to standards as far as the cleanliness, the sanitation issues. Everybody has been recertified on ServSafe and retrained on cleanliness procedures, zone cleaning. I mean, we have a full program as Popeyes. And this location, unfortunately, wasn't being followed to the T, which I've coached my restaurant team as well. And the cancer is gone. That was my biggest concern, because when you have a manager or leader in the store, people, if you're not gonna do the right thing, nobody else will.
Sure.
So we really wanna get somebody in there that's gonna do the right thing, that's from the community again. So, and we'll pay top dollar. We'll beat anybody else's, pay rate. So if you know somebody, family member, friends, so please reach out to me directly. We really wanna do this the right way.
All right, so you'll be very, you're looking forward to work with the Lake County Health Department as well?
Yes.
So we will talk with them, obviously, before our next meeting.
Absolutely. And, Freda has my contact information as well. I will be the point of contact going forward, so we don't miss a beat on anything.
Okay.
It's coming to the right person as the vice president. I owe it to the community to make sure that we address any issues that are forthcoming.
So if I could just one point of clarification, although we're not directly involved with the health inspections or with the health code.
Yes, that's it.
The town ordinance does allow us to deny the building permit if any local ordinance is not complied with, including those county ordinances regarding the health department.
Not the permit, the license,
business
license. Okay.
license, yeah, so,
Okay.
they do play with each other, so
Okay.
I would urge you to get those rectified, because they do play a role in this procedure.
And just so
will be
you're aware,
rectified
that
within a week.
is as big of an issue, if not more of an issue than the other
We're in the food business.
problems.
We're in the food business, and we don't do dirty restaurants.
Okay.
And we will not.
Okay.
And I invite you guys to, come enjoy some chicken once we're done with it, so you can see for yourself as
It's
well.
gonna take 45 minutes to get a piece of chicken?
No, it will not.
That's what it does now.
Well, I understand that, but we were focused, and these are not the metrics, and Regina herself, she's got about 25 restaurants under her belt.
Okay.
And the metrics overall are very, very good, but we see what's happened here, and it's not gonna happen again. and
Great.
You've got my full attention, sir.
Okay. All right, anybody from the council have any questions?
No, it is the entrance to our town, so that's Klein Avenue right there, that's a great location.
Yes.
And it is the entrance to our town, last thing you wanna do is see squad cars in the parking lot and somebody's driving them around town.
I couldn't agree with you more. It's not good for business, it's not good for you, it's not good for anybody. And like I said, you have my full attention to this.
Okay.
And I assure you that we are gonna be compliant.
Okay, great. Mr. Estrada had suggested a month continuance. Did you want to go sooner than that? 2 weeks or a month?
Well, whenever I'll fly in, you just tell me when.
Well, if he's flying in every week.
I'll just stay here.
No, so listen, if we have better communication, I don't mind longer continuances. It's up to the council. I would like more communication, more updates, more photos. I'm not looking to beat up people, and I understand, if the council wants 2 weeks, I understand 2 weeks, because this is an issue with our town. We gave them a month. I do want more updates, more communication, so I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
But I
Well-
just need more communication.
Okay, I think especially with the issues from the health department, let's look at March 18th as the continuance date. That'll give them plenty of time to get in there.
That's more than plenty. I will personally be here again in front of you, and I'll make sure that I communicate with the health department as well, so you can get their report. And I'll have Rudy and my staff update you regularly on the progress that and the stuff that we've already done. I'll send it in an email to you, so you have everything that we talked about today as well.
All right, very good.
With that said, I'd like to make a point of order to move the,
Motion to continue.
motion to continue till 3/18.
We have a motion and a second to continue this item to March 18th. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The motion is or the hearing is continued.
Thank you. We'll see you on March 18th. Thank you very
Looking
much.
forward to the changes.
I am as well. Thank you.
All right, this time, any other business from the council? We're going to reconvene, or we're going to recess the town council meeting and open up the water board meeting. Could we have a roll call for the water board, please?
Jim Marker,
President?
Terry Bella,
Present.
Rick Rayford,
Present.
Melissa Robbins,
Present.
Tony Hawkins.
All right, first order is approval of minutes. What's the pleasure of the board?
Move to approve the minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. Next, could we have the claims, please?
Claims calling in for $42,205.70.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The motion carries. We have no announcements or communications. Any other business from the board? All right, this water board meeting is adjourned. We'll go back to the town council meeting. We are at the public comment period. Does anybody have a comment or a question of the council? Now would be the time to ask it. Any questions or comments? All right, the meeting is adjourned.